All right, we're recording. Hi and welcome all. I'll be like Burn here. Welcome all. I'm so glad you came in. No, I'm kidding. I love her to death. All right, so this is our first. I'm super excited. I wish I could do this with you guys all in person, but unfortunately, she's the only one that lives close to me. So I just wanted to I just went through Impact. I know Justine and Sarah and Emily too, right? Did Emily join you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All went to Impact, and I know a lot of us have aha moments and things that kind of stuck out to us, and I'm still, I think, trying to soak it all in a little bit. But I know one of the big things for me with it was Debbie Neal. I don't know if any of you guys have listened to her trainings or not, but she is like a powerhouse.
She came to ours too.
Did she? Okay. Like, she'll give you like a stomach punch.
Yeah.
I've been on like a Debbie Neal kick since then, like listening to some of her trainings and just her, like her opportunity call and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh man, I have so far to go. But, okay. Stacey says she's joining us in a little bit here. So, anyway, one of the things I'm trying to think one of the biggest things that kind of stuck out to me is she was like, don't be afraid of your next promotion. Cause for me, I'm always scared of the next step up, or not exactly the next step up, but 2-3 steps up, regional vice president and national vice president. I'm like, the responsibility that comes with that, or the leadership that comes with that level, that I'm like, can I handle it? Am I capable of leading a team that big? Debbie Neal talks about having thousands underneath her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have my little bitty team here, but like, can I really handle thousands? And she's like, don't be worried about that. She's like, there is no, what did she say? All of us started laughing. She's like, there is no balance in Arbonne. She's like, there is no balance. She's like, everything gets crazy. You have times where everything flows, and she goes, and everything just goes crazy. And she's like, and that's okay. She's like, because that's how life is. She's like, life is not perfect. Either is your business. I know, just kind of like, that's so true. But she also was like, don't be afraid of your next step. Be more afraid of being at the same place you are today in a year from now. And I took it kind of to heart of like, don't be in the same place I am now a month from now or 2 months from now either. That I'm like, she's like, it's not about you. It's about who you're helping, who you're as your team. She's like, are you helping your team? Are you coaching your team? Are you helping others around you get to a more health and wellness balance between their health and their skincare? She's like, are you sharing the products to them? So it kind of made me step out of myself, I guess, a little bit and be like, you know what? It isn't about me, where I'm comfortable. So doing something like this is stepping out of my comfort zone completely. But anyway, so that was just one of them. And then let's see. There was many ahas. Lindsay gave a beautiful, I have a child screaming from upstairs. She gave a beautiful talk, and I loved it because there's 2 other new national vice presidents that gave their testimony, and I was not completely turned off by them, but it was their whys were kind of materialistic a little bit. They were, one of them was like, I wanted more shoes. And I was just like, what? Like, it's not why we do Arbonne. Yes, shoes are nice and they're perfect, comes on the side if you have extra cash. But like, they both had a heart for serving and helping others too, but that's not the aura I got from them immediately, where like Lindsay got up there. She didn't even talk about herself at all. Like, it was just completely of like how she can serve her team, all of us that were there. And just that, and I was like, that is why I'm part of Arbonne, like because of Lindsay. Like, she is my leader, and Grace is my leader, and those are the women I look up to in this line more than anything else. And I was like, I want to be a leader like them, so I learned from them. But anyway, Justine, what were some of your ahas?
Kind of along the same thing. My biggest aha was, hold on, let me look what I wrote down.
Mommy brain. Oh. You can't remember everything. We have to write it down.
Yeah. Was kind of one of the big ones was that like your dream doesn't have an expiration date. Mm-hmm. So if you don't reach your goal exactly when you want to, or if you're not where you expected to be at a certain time, it doesn't mean that you need to give up completely on your dream. And if you have to put something on the back burner or whatever, it doesn't get rid of your dream. It's still there. Yeah. And then another one was just a lot of self-development and self-belief. Like, how can you get other people to believe in you if you can't believe in yourself? And to kind of have a positive attitude. And hold on, I'm looking. There was a really big one that I just had. Hold on. It was from Deanna Herron. She was really big with me. Oh, stop thinking you're not good enough was the big one. And another one, too, was like, become the leader that your team needs. And so that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now, is trying to become the leader I need to be and growing my belief in myself, because I believe in Arbonne, I believe in network marketing. But yeah, growing my belief in myself. And that was something big that they stressed on Impact, is that you need to become the leader that your future team needs you to be.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's beautiful. It's a very true one. That's something for me, because I think it was one of the Devin Neal trainings I just listened to, but she was saying, she's like, you can't lead people to go somewhere unless you've done it yourself. And I know with my husband, like in the military, his favorite leaders are ones that did it with them. They weren't like, oh, go do this and I'll stay here. It was one of his leaders was, he went out, he was the first man in, you know. Mm-hmm. And there's a Mel Gibson movie too. What is it?
Braveheart?
No. He's a military man, and they get sent off into battle, and like one of the images that sticks to my mind is like his foot is the first one that hits the battlefield, and then when the battle's all done, his foot is the last one leaving. And I was like, it's so true in our Arbonne businesses. I'm like, I can't ask any of you guys to do anything I'm not willing to do myself or I've done already. So that's been a huge thing for me, because I'm like, I can't lead and tell you guys what to do if I haven't done it myself. And I was like, that's a huge thing for me. I can't be like, oh yes, you can go region when I haven't even gone region myself, or you can go area when I haven't even gone area myself. So those are kind of eye openers for me, of just like, you have to lead from the front, and you have to have, like Debbie Neal's, like, you have to have that vision. She's like, you have to set that goal. You have to, I am going to be a district manager by this date. I am going to be an area manager by this date, or I am going to be region. She's like, when she first started, she's like, it was just, she's like, I told them, she's like, straight out. She's like, I was going all the way to the top. I was going to be region by this date. And I'm like, to me, that's intimidating to set that date. Cause I'm like, what if I fail? What if I fail? And I know for me, like going area here, I went into qualifications and I went out, and I'm trying to go back into qualifications, but I'm like, I haven't shared with people that goal of like, yes, I am going area, that I'm going to do this by this date. Like my team, well, you're part of it too, Justine. The area is by Mary Curse. And I'm like, I'm going, and I'm going to the area managers retreat in February in Virginia. I'm like, that is my goal. And I'm telling people now, because I'm like, I can't be, I forget who it was. I think it was either Debbie Neal or, what's the other one? I forget their names. I'm horrible with names. But she was like, you can't be the undercover Arbonne agent. She's like, you can't be the undercover. She's like, you can't be like, if people ask me, and I have business smart partners that are like this, that they signed up and they're like, oh no, thanks. I'll just share it when I need to, or when people ask. And I was like, okay, you're not going to go anywhere in Arbonne if that's how you, I mean, that's fine. That's hobby money if that's what you want to do. But if you want to go somewhere, if you want to replace an income, if you want to make something happen big for your family, or make those big whys a reality, I'm like, you have to tell people and share this opportunity and share these products with as many and everyone you can. And I was just, I don't know, I'm rambling now. I'm going on a tangent here. But Stacy said she's trying to join. She says she can't connect. Oh no, I don't know how to fix that. Anyway, Stacy, we love you. I don't know where you are. Anyway, so I also wanted to say to all of you guys that are part of my team, for those of you who, Justine for plugging in before you go shopping, or Sarah and Uli and Stacy who are in Nagata who are going to plug in later, and for Corinne for coming over today, you guys just took a huge step in your business. For me, That is one thing I've learned is huge, plugging in to either showing up to the meetings, the Zoom meetings, or calling in on the lines when they have the trainings, or making sure I listen to the recording the next day. Those plugins will grow your business huge in ways you will not even imagine, because when you are trying everything by yourself and just trying to do the do's without filling your cup up, you won't get anywhere. It's the fuel in your car. And I've really learned that this month too, because I set a goal for myself to listen to 10 trainings or opportunity calls this month, and I'm already up to like 12 or 13. So I set it as a goal for myself. So every opportunity I had, whether it was in the car, I mean, I did have like a 5-hour or 6-hour car ride, which helped, but but still there's times where I'm like, I'm in the tub, or I'm putting my makeup on, or folding laundry, or nursing my baby, or making dinner. And sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes the opportunity calls or the call or whatever I'm listening to is only 30 minutes long, but it takes me an hour to listen to it because I have to keep hitting pause every few minutes because my kids need me, or it gets too loud, daddy comes home, or whatever the situation. I have to blow dry my hair. But it was just the fact that I set myself up, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to set. So I went on to like, if you guys don't have it, the SoundCloud app, download it. And then search Debbie Neal, Lindsay Hepburn, whoever you want. If you want suggestions, I can. And then you don't have to listen to their calls, but they'll have playlists. And I just went in there and I just started adding them to my own playlist. So I had a whole playlist ready to go when I needed it, instead of, just, oh yes, I have time to look up this thing. It was more of like, nope, here's my app, click on this training, go. So it's been a huge, huge help. And then the Voxer app, which I know Justine and Stacy both are on. If you guys don't have the Voxer app, get on it. Because this one's huge too, because I know Lindsay and them use it a lot, and Grace, to connect with all of us, so you can have the group feeds. And it's a ton of fun because it can connect us with everybody in Arbonne, pretty much. It's in our success line, which I enjoy, because at Impact I actually got to meet a bunch of people that I've been boxing with for the past like 3 months now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a real face, not just a picture. I know you. So that was really cool. But anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else. But anyway, I think that's it. I think you guys are doing great. We are going area, and after this, we are going region. Not me, we, because I can't get there without you guys. And I know there's another little thing that I've learned is you can't focus. I think Debbie Neal just said this in one of my trainings too, and I was like, it's so true. You can't put all your effort into your current team and rely on them only to get you there. You have to keep building your team at all times. You have to continuously share the opportunity with others. Because if you just rely on that team, your team, you can rely on them, and it'd be awesome if we could trust everyone that joined our team to do their part. But in reality, people join and they quit. People join and they get promotions, and they're like, oh, this is on a back burner for me. Or they have a kid and they need to take time off, or whatever it is. They joined and they get overwhelmed, or they join and they just want the 35% discount. You can't always rely on your team. You put your effort into your team members that are willing to give the effort, and then continue growing your team as well. If that makes sense at all. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm like, I don't know if I'm talking sense anymore. But anyway, so that is it. We can end this. I don't know what time we're at, but.
Wait, can I say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So what you were saying about don't give up on your dream, that really just resonated with me, because I just launched this month. And I feel like we've been trying everything. I had a party and only one person showed up,
Your mom showed up too.
Okay.
It was 2 people. Your mom counts. She's a person.
I was supposed to have a party last night and nobody came. So it's been really kind of like trying and difficult for me. But when you said that, I was like, okay, like, don't give up on myself. If I don't believe in myself, then I'm not going to go anywhere. So I'm just so glad to have, there's a person.
There's Stacy.
I'm just so glad to have the support of the team and people who have been there, so that I can just keep pushing forward. Because right now I feel kind of defeated. But you guys are all so positive, so it's awesome.
I've totally been there. I'm right there too. So don't feel like you're the only one.
I think we've all been there, honestly, in one way or another. But that was something I think Debbie Neal said again, this is Debbie Neal. But she was like, what did she say? I wish I could remember things better. Like I hear things, I'm like, yes, but then I forget. But she was pretty much like things hard. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, we can't hear you. You're on mute.
How about now?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, about 3 minutes ago, I had a screaming child and leaking boobs.
Oh.
So now we are here, and it works. Okay.
Welcome. So we're almost done, so you can go back and listen to I recorded it for the Sarah and them that couldn't happen. But we're just wrapping up here. But what I was saying is Debbie Neal was saying that hard things are gonna happen in your business just like they do in life. And she's like, you can't let that define your business or stop you from growing. She's like, you don't, Debbie Neal's all about coaching and sports and stuff like that. So she's like, a football team doesn't make it to, Super Bowl just by chance. She's like, they don't make it off of good luck. She's like, they make it by hard work. And there's games that they lose and there's games that they win. There's injured players. She's like, and it's just like your business. You're going to have business builders that come. They're going to get, they're going to fall out or something's going to happen. She's like, you just got to keep going. And she's like, you're going to have losses. You're going to have games that you lose and games that you win. She's like, but don't let that define you and stop you from making your dreams come true to get to the Super Bowl. And I was like, I like that so much because it's so true in our business. There are months for all of us that we feel like we failed because we didn't hit our highest goal or we didn't make a bonus or we didn't make a promotion or whatever it is. But you don't stop just because you have a bad month. And it's the same thing as all of us, I think, are moms on this and on our team. You don't stop being a mom because you have one bad day. You don't stop sleeping. You don't stop feeding your kids. You don't stop, you continue going on. You push through. And there's days where you're like, I know me as moms, like with my kids sick right now, I'm like, yesterday and the day before was the laziest days we've had in a while. Like the girls were like, I don't want to get out of pajamas. And I'm like, that's okay. We can do pajama day again today, watching TV all day long, which they don't ever do, but all day long they're watching Wild Kratts and Little Einstein, I think. But I'm like, my business is very much like that too, where I'm like, there's days where I can step away and realize that I'm frustrated or something's not working and step away and take a relaxed day for myself so I can come back and fully function as a mother and as a business person and as a leader in my business, if that makes sense to you guys. Anyway, so I can end the recording and then Stacey, we can chat and see that cute baby.